Welcome to Global on BBC World News. I'm Matthew Amroliwala in London.
And I'm Laura Trevelyan at the United Nations in New York. World leaders are here at the UN for the very first day of the general debate against a backdrop of a devastating pandemic, worsening superpower relations and a growing divide between global rich and poor. President Biden highlighted disastrous climate change and the need to act.
The extreme weather events that we have seen in every part of the world, and you all know it and feel it, represent what the Secretary General has rightly called Code Red for humanity.
And I'll be joined live by the NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg. I'll ask him about new global defence alliances and that US exit from Afghanistan.
Also on Global, Pakistan's Prime Minister gives an extended interview to the BBC's Foreign Affairs editor John Simpson. Imran Khan talks about what needs to happen for regional powers to formally recognise the Taliban government. And he had this assessment about the rights of women and girls in Afghanistan.
The women are very strong. I feel give them time and they will assert their rights.
How much time? Years?
A year, 2 years, 3 years. At the
3
moment.
years.
Welcome to the United Nations, where world leaders are gathering for the first day of the general debate in person. And President Biden gave his first speech as US leader, one that was very different in tone to that of his predecessor, Donald Trump, who was no fan of the UN. Mr. Biden promised to replace the era of endless war with one of relentless diplomacy, pledging to work with allies and partners. As some of America's allies feel bruised by that messy exit from Afghanistan and by the new security deal with Australia, just ask the French. Well, President Biden made good on his promise to lead on climate, at least by making this new pledge.
We also have to support the countries and people